Hey guys, my name's James.
And I'm Ashley.
And we just sold our house and we are traveling across the country with our 2 kids.
Hi, my name's Goose and this is Maverick and Apollo. Come join us. We're going to Hoover Dam and it's in Nevada. We're heading there right now. I know I didn't tell you before, but I was busy looking at our elf. She was.
Yeah, do you tell him? What's her name?
Her name is Dee Dee. She was in the kitchen, but now she's in my room.
Good morning, chicklets. How are you doing? If you couldn't understand what Goose was talking about, we are going to Hoover Dam today, and we are still in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're actually spending about 2 weeks here.
Anybody else feel like that tower is falling down? Is that supposed to be happening?
That bridge is huge. You can't see. I seriously doubt that the camera does it justice, but that bridge is massive.
Yeah, that was quite crazy. That's cool. Horror.
Go higher, go higher, go higher.
Crazy.
We have made it to the Hoover Dam, and there is, like, it's already impressive from the parking garage. It is impressive seeing that they just like basically blew out the side of this mountain to build all these things. It's crazy. I can't wait to go and check this out. They've got a couple different tours where you can like go on an hour-long tour on the ins and outs of the dam. I don't know if we're gonna do that today, but they have some pretty cool stuff here, and I'm pretty excited. How you feeling, Mom?
Escalator. Very
How you
small.
feeling?
Good.
You excited? Nervous?
I wish I would have brought my jacket.
Very small escalator.
It is a little tiny escalator, huh? Going down. It's Maverick's first movie theater experience. I know you guys can't see me, but they have like a 10-minute movie, I think, going over the creation and all that stuff of the Hoover Dam. So I'm interested to see how much this kid learns, but I know I'm excited to learn about it because I really don't know a whole lot about the Hoover Dam, to be honest.
Now when we get down, this is the lowest we're going to be going, is this first stop. We're going to be walking through some volcanic conglomerate. That's the rock around you. You are going to see seepage. You are going to hear dripping waters really low above. Now, I'm sure you're here as you're starting to feel that pressure because of this descent, just like when you guys are riding in an airplane. But Doesn't feel like we're doing 24 miles per hour right now, does it, folks? And that's actually a good thing because we're doing 6 at the moment. But when we do get down there, we're going to be there in about another 10 seconds. You guys can feel free to take all the photos and the videos that you would like.
Let's just pause the vlog for a second. How stinking cool are these caverns that you're walking through? The walls are just leaking water because of the natural porous stone, and then they just have these like grates in the bottom along the edge, kind of like gutters where the water can flow into them. Super cool. Okay, back to the video. I don't know what I was expecting down here, but it's way more rough and raw looking than I was expecting. It's kind of cool. We're inside the dam at the very bottom, like in the bottom of the cliff. Super cool. And apparently that water leaking out of the wall is normal and natural. Nothing to be alarmed about. So speaking as somebody with claustrophobia, how was it so far? Oh, see, this is more what I was expecting. Like a more refined and finished room.
Basically imagine a 1 gallon jug of milk, or for international travelers, a 4-liter container. And then imagine every second, 96,000 of them going by filled with water. Or if you guys like to swim, we could fill it in an Olympic-sized swimming pool with that one pipe in under 7 seconds.
This tunnel is crazy. Caused by, what do you say, a 5.0 earthquake? It's insane that this dam is so strong. They said it's easily going to be lasting 2,000 years plus. Oh, we gotta go. We're losing our tour guide. Go, 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 go. Just lean over the edge, babe. Look at that. It makes my heart like skip a beat.
You'll notice the roofs on both buildings appear to have wires coming out of them. This is called the
Oh,
takeoff
that's
structure.
so far down. How tall did he say it was?
From the takeoff
700 something?
structure,
Hold on tight.
The towers that support and direct
That
the wires
is
are
super
leading into
tall,
the
huh?
canyon.
Is it a little
These are
scary?
cantilever towers.
Okay, that's
designed
put
to
her
I
ensure
know.
that the wires
Yes, I am. Put her down.
the canyon and shoot
Okay, what are you doing, Goose?
Generating power. Now just do that all day, every day, and then we could run one of our LED lights.
There you go.
Mom already filmed you doing it. You're inside the giant turbine with the massive electromagnets.
That's horrible.
Quick, power my computer.
Printer.
Power my computer. Oh, you didn't create enough power to run my computer. You gotta do that for at least 20 minutes so we can watch a show, okay?
Here we go. You ready? She did really good.
This is by far Goose's favorite part of the tour so far, is being able to produce power. Oh, you're vacuuming and watching TV. Nice. Turn on the speakers. Are the speakers on?
Yep. Gotta turn those on.
Stereo speakers. Yeah.
Watch the DVD.
And watching a movie. Oh, I don't want to vacuum. Let's turn that off. Okay, keep going. Yeah, I gotta do some work at the same time. Go, 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 go. Oh. Nice work though. I got to watch like 30 seconds of a show.
Okay, see you later. Bye.
All right, have fun.
Nope.
Oh, rejected.
Okay, don't put
Made
your
it.
fingers there.
We are walking across the top of the dam, and it's like, I'm like, all right, Goose, do you want to walk all the way to another state? She's like, nope, I don't want to do that. But I didn't even think about this either. It's also a different time zone, so it's kind of like traveling in time, right? Is that a true thing? Is that a little too nerdy to go that deep? But we just traveled. Did we travel back in time or forward in time? What did we do? So we just time traveled into the future, you guys. This is what the future looks like in Arizona. Gorgeous, seriously. All right, Mom, now that we're out of the tiny, cramped, confined spaces, how do you feel?
Better. It's much better.
Ashley was getting a little nervous in the elevator, but I am proud of you, babe. You did it. You didn't think you were gonna do it when we left, but you did it. Last night when we were talking about coming here, she did not want to do the tour because she is quite claustrophobic, but I am proud of her. You did it. Good job, little buddy. You made it through. So if you are slightly claustrophobic, the elevator is a little, but once you get out of the elevator, it's really not that bad. Am I right, Mom?
Once you're out.
Okay, let's pause the vlog here. I know this is completely lost to Maverick and Goose and kind of Ashley, but I think it's super cool that we are walking across the state lines and literally traveling from one time zone to the other as we walk across this 700 and something tall foot ginormous building. By the way, if you couldn't tell, I enjoyed this thing probably a lot more than the kids did. But you know, we're gonna go to places that Goose and Maverick will enjoy more.
Did you enjoy it? Do you want to tell the people if you enjoyed it?
Say thumbs up. Say nap time. Okay, back to the vlog.
I got licorice in my mouth. What are we doing, kiddo?
We're driving across the dam.
What? The only time that she's allowed to say that. So the tour and all that is done, and I'm like, do you guys want to go or do you want to drive across the dam? She's like, let's drive across it, which I'm surprised because at this point Goose is kind of done, but it will be cool to say that we have officially driven across the dam. Here we go. We are now on the dam.
My tongue's a little red. Wow, check it out.
Dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
What was that?
Felt like it needed instrumental music made by way of mouth. That sounds weird.
So can you name what?
Dun, 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 dun.
So can you name what movies used the Hoover Dam? Because Ashley says that she thinks of James Bond, and then what other movie took place on top of this?
The one with Matthew Perry. Do you remember, what is it called?
I do not remember.
Matthew Perry.
But comment down below and let us know what movies have
Matthew
them
Perry.
doing something on the Hoover Dam, whether it be driving or rappelling down or whatever. You guys, that was a long day. I did not expect to be at the dam for as long as we were. We left here at like what, 11? And we didn't get back till after 5. I was not expecting this. Granted, it was like half an hour, 45 minutes away, but still, we were probably at the dam for over 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
Whereas for some people, that's a good thing. But when you have an 9-month-old?
9-month-old.
Oh my goodness.
She's almost 10.
When you have a 9-month-old and then a 5-year-old, they kind of got burnt out by the end. I was loving it. Actually, tell them what Goose was telling you while we were on the tour about the guy.
Oh, she was like sitting there and she's like, Mom, I'm bored of this. Can we go? And I'm like, not yet. And she's like, can we please ask him to stop talking? I don't like it. It's not very fun when he's just talking at us. Like,
because on the tour, he was explaining like what the turbines did, how tall they were, all sorts of cool
all of it was interesting.
Cool little facts that I love, like talking about earthquakes and how it's withstanded, how long the dam is supposed to last. all sorts of cool stuff.
That's why I had this one strapped to me, because the 5-year-old and the 8-month-old, or 9-month-old, and the 9-month-old were starting to lose it. So James was like, yay! And I'm like, what'd he say?
So if you are considering going with small children, definitely keep it to the power plant tour, because they have two different tours. One is the dam tour, one is the power plant tour, and the dam tour is much longer. I think it's twice as long as the power plant tour. But if you're alone and you're interested in that kind of stuff, definitely do the dam tour, because I've heard it's cool. You get to go to all sorts of different little tunnels, and some of those caverns we were walking through I thought were amazing. It was like much more rustic and rough. But how were you feeling? How was your anxiety during that? Was that...
So the tour itself was cool. Having this one going, I don't want to sleep, and all that was like almost a nice distraction, because it kept my mind off of things. So I won't lie.
As far as your claustrophobia goes, were the tunnels worse, or was it just the elevator? What was it that was so bad?
I was actually thanking God that we were in the tour group that we were in, because as I watched the other elevators come and go, they were a lot fuller.
Were they?
And so I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine having more people in here.
If you have claustrophobia, the best time to go would be when it's less crowded. So they say before 10 o'clock and after 3:30 is when it starts to slow down. So the less people, so you would be more likely be in a less crowded elevator tour, because, like she said, they crowd you in there. Granted, it wasn't really that busy when we were there, because they had like rows and rows of waiting, kind of like at Disneyland, that weren't full. So it could have been far worse than it was today.
Part of what kept me from like freaking out in the fact that, because my first thought was when we stepped out, he's like, we're this many feet below the surface. I'm like,
Yeah, you go, because the thing's like 700 feet tall, I think it was, and you go
like
towards the bottom. It's crazy.
And I'm like, I was like sitting there going, okay, that's okay. If I needed out in an emergency, I couldn't. But that's all right. And so I just told myself that we were on the Indiana Jones ride, and that's what
That's kind of true.
Because that's what it felt like. That's what like the cavernous thing was. I'm like, it's just like the Indiana Jones ride. I'm just gonna step out and it's gonna be daylight. It's gonna be fine.
That is true. Those tunnels did kind of feel like that, only they were real. To give you an idea of how far we were traveling down from the top to the bottom, our ears did the whole plugging and popping thing, like when you're coming down on an airplane or going down a steep mountain hill face. Like your ears started to get popped and plugged up. So you traveled a long distance. I think you said you go at a max of like 20 miles an hour 25. Down, and 25 in the elevator, which is crazy. Our day at the Hoover Dam, I thought was pretty awesome, but wrap it up.
I probably, if you have a kid with a short attention span, it's fun to go down the big elevator, but you can probably just save your money and
not pay for
the
tour.
Oh,
and a little tip. If you are going there, you first pass by a parking garage, and it makes it feel like that's where you have to park. But if you actually drive over the dam on the other side, you can park over there, from what I could tell, for free, then walk across the dam, and then you can go check everything out completely for free. And then if you want to pay for the tour, you can pay for either the power plant or the dam tour, whichever way. As a guy that's intrigued on how things are made and how things work, I loved it. But like she said, if you have extreme claustrophobia, maybe think twice about it. But she did it with claustrophobia. I wouldn't say it's extreme, but she has pretty good claustrophobia. And if you have ADD children, kind of like we do, maybe think twice. Remember.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for watching today, guys. Thank you so.
Thanks for watching. Remember, guys, stay positive. Life is an adventure, so get out there
and make some memories.